How many times have you told yourself you'll start when? When you have more money, when you have more time, when you finally figure out the perfect, bulletproof, can't-fail plan. That perfect plan is a myth. It's a fantasy you use to stay safe and small. You're waiting for a green light that will never turn on because you're the one who has to build the traffic light. This endless waiting game is the single biggest dream killer. Action, no matter how small, creates momentum and reveals the road ahead. The path forward doesn't illuminate until your feet are already on it. The map to your goal isn't given, it's something you draw as you go. They had a direction, a compass, and a whole lot of courage. Let's reframe the way you think about mistakes, because for most of us, that internal reaction is a gut punch of shame and frustration. We need to consciously break that lifelong habit. From this day forward, a mistake is no longer a sign of failure. It is not a final verdict on your abilities. It is not evidence that you are stupid, incapable, or not meant for success. That's just a story we tell ourselves, a harsh internal critic that doesn't reflect reality. In fact, the most successful people you can think of have a track record of mistakes a mile long. So what is a mistake? A mistake is simply data. That's it. It's pure, unbiased feedback from the universe. It's a signpost pointing out a path that doesn't lead to your destination, which is incredibly valuable information. It helps you eliminate the wrong answers so you can zero in on the right one. Think about it like cooking. When you add too much salt, you don't throw the entire meal away in disgust. That would be absurd. You taste it and you adjust. Maybe you add some potato to absorb the excess, or a splash of vinegar to balance the flavor. You problem solve. Now you have data. That amount of salt is too much. You've learned a new technique for course correction. This fear of getting it wrong isn't natural, it's learned. We were conditioned in school to fear mistakes. That bold red X on a test paper didn't feel like feedback. It felt like a personal attack, a public judgment. We were taught there was one right answer and everything else was a failure. But in the real world of building things, a business, a skill, a life, mistakes are the tuition you pay for your education. They are an investment. A scientist runs hundreds of tests. The vast majority will fail to produce the expected result. But they don't see it as failure. They see it as progress. Each result, expected or not, provides crucial data that refines their hypothesis. They collect that data, analyze it, and try again, smarter than before. So, the next time you mess up, resist the urge to beat yourself up. Instead, get curious, ask powerful questions. What can I learn from this? What assumption was I making that turned out to be wrong? How can I use this information to my advantage? This simple mental shift is profound. It turns the sting of disappointment into the thrill of discovery. It transforms you from someone who fears trying into someone who is empowered to grow. Every stumble becomes a step forward. We live in a world obsessed with perfection. We start to believe flawless highlight reels are the standard. Your new mantra, progress, not perfection. The goal isn't a masterpiece on your first try. Be a little better today than yesterday. Take one more step. 1% improvements compound into massive change. You learn one chord, then another. It sounds terrible at first. You practice until progress appears. Winning isn't a flawless outcome. Winning is showing up. Making the call even when you're scared is a win. Celebrate the messy steps. Momentum from small wins carries you to the finish line. Have you ever missed a turn and heard recalculating? The GPS doesn't yell. It accepts new information and charts a new path. A mistake is not the end, it's an unexpected turn. Your job isn't to panic, it's to listen and adjust. Ask, where am I now? Where do I still want to go? What's the next best route? Sometimes the recalculated path is even better than the original. That detour might lead you to a scenic overlook you would have missed. A failed idea can teach lessons that launch your next success. When something goes wrong, don't spiral into blame. Look at the map and find a new way. Trust the recalculation process. Every setback is your internal GPS guiding you to a smarter, more resilient path. If every mistake is a lesson and every action is data, where are you storing it? Your life is a series of experiments, constantly generating valuable information. But without a place to record it, that information evaporates into the noise of daily life, lost forever. You can't rely on memory. Our minds are brilliant storytellers, but poor data keepers. They forget details and misremember the very lessons we need most. To truly grow, you need an objective system. Start a journal. a logbook for your actions, results, and lessons. Think of it as a practical field guide to your own life, a space to record your personal experiments and their real-world outcomes. Be specific. What did you do, when, and what happened? Did you try a new sales pitch? Log the reaction. Did you attempt a new creative technique? Note what it produced. If you sent 5 networking emails, log it. If a workout was too intense, log it. These small data points build a bigger picture over time, revealing what truly works for you. And most importantly, write down what you learned. This is the critical step where data becomes wisdom. Ask yourself, what will I do differently next time? What principle did I just uncover? When you feel stuck, flip back through the pages. It's not just nostalgia, it's evidence. You'll find tangible proof of your resilience and see patterns you missed in the moment. Over time, your logbook becomes a playbook, your unique strategies and proven methods. It's a guide written by the world's leading expert on you, yourself. So grab a notebook. Write your first entry today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just document one action, one outcome, and one lesson. This simple act is the first step. Courage is not about being fearless. I've never met a brave person who wasn't scared. Courage is an action. It's moving forward even with fear. The comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing grows there. True growth lives just beyond discomfort. Every bold action builds a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Your first courageous act may be raising your hand in a meeting, then a sales call, then a presentation. Each gets easier. When you have an instinct to act on a goal, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That small override beats the brain's emergency brake. Use the 5-second rule to step into the life your future requires. One of the biggest obstacles to learning from mistakes is your ego. That voice that needs to be right. When ego drives you, learning stops. Detach your sense of worth from results. Your actions are not your identity. A mistake at work doesn't make you a bad person. Put on your detective hat. Look at facts objectively. Gather clues, form a theory, test the next move. When shame flares, pause. Take a deep breath and say, "This is not about me. It's about the process." Write one key takeaway and an action to try next. Detaching ego creates space to learn, a skill that grows with practice. Let mistakes be teachers, not judges. Invest energy into getting better. We've developed a habit of celebrating only the finish line, but wins can be fleeting or driven by timing. Flip the script. Celebrate the lessons that come from stumbles. A small ritual, write it, share it, or toast it. A lesson learned is earned and becomes part of your arsenal. Store it, label it, use it. Tonight, ask, what did I learn today? Then celebrate that. Share the lesson as a story of growth, not a complaint. Honoring small learning creates a feedback loop that fuels risk-taking and resilience. Celebrate lessons, not just wins. It keeps you in the game. There will be days when you get knocked down. A rejection that stings. A failure that hurts. A setback that makes you want to quit. The most dangerous moment is staying down. The enemy is stagnation. It's whether you get back up that defines you. Momentum is a law of physics. An object in motion stays in motion. Small actions build forward momentum. After a setback, use the 5-second rule to take immediate small action. Send one email, tidy your desk. Do one small thing. That tiny act of defiance tells your brain, we're not done yet. Get up, brush off, take a messy, imperfect step. Keep moving. Right now, your journey may look like a chaotic mess, failed attempts and wrong turns. It looks like random disconnected dots. It's easy to feel lost, seeing the seemingly straight lines of others' lives while yours feels so jumbled. This confusion isn't failure. It's the unavoidable middle part of creating something meaningful. Because every one of those dots is a critical point on your success map. The triumphs, the heartbreaks, the unexpected skills, they are all essential coordinates. You are the cartographer of your own life, and you're still in the field, placing the markers. You're still drawing it. When you're on dot 7 of a connect the dots puzzle, you can't see the final image. You have no idea you're drawing something magnificent. All you see is a short line. You have to trust the process. Keep drawing from one number to the next, having faith that the path will make sense. Each dot holds a lesson. That job you hated taught a skill. That failed relationship taught what you need. That business venture that flopped was a masterclass in resilience. None of it is wasted. It's all valuable data for your map. The map is revealed in reverse. You can only connect the dots looking backward. One day, you will look back and see with perfect clarity how one experience led to the next, creating a pattern you never could have predicted. So stop trying to see the whole map now. Demanding to see the final picture will keep you frozen in analysis paralysis. There is no wrong move, only the next dot. Your only task is to focus on that next dot. Take the next step, make the call, write the sentence, learn the lesson. Your masterpiece is built not in one grand gesture, but in the steady act of drawing one dot at a time. Now get out there and draw your next dot.